Hey there, so today we have another review. This is a beer from Sierra Nevada. All right, yeah, this is a new one. This is Cosmic Little Thing Hazy Double IPA. So they keep using the hazy little thing. This it's an 8% double IPA. So okay, whatever. It's stellar interstellar wave of tropical flavor, which is always questionable to me because that could be like part of the juice force, fruit force kind of thing. But from what I understand, this is not that. It is trying to be like more of a regular IPA. Munich, two-row, wheat, oats, and then hops are, at least they highlight the hops being Comet, Strata, and Helios, which is relatively new. So here's to try this out. Unfortunately, I only found it in this size. If you guys don't know, this is the stovepipe can, even larger than your tall boy. This is 19.2 ounces. This is just easily one of the most popular vessels for selling beer these days. The numbers just must be insane. Like I've seen them dominate at gas stations now. Before it used to be 4-packs and 16-ounce cans or single 12-ounce cans, or Florida they don't sell 40s 40 ounce like malt liquors and stuff like that. But I don't even know if those are even available in other places anymore, because the shelves seem dominated by these guys. These 19.2 ounce cans with hazy this, double IPA that, Voodoo Ranger this guy, that guy, 19.2 that, like everything's a 19.2 ounce can. And now I've realized how it's gotten so crazy is that my Publix, like literally a supermarket, now has a whole shelf just dedicated to that, which is like something I never thought would happen, because I thought it was just one of those grab and go kind of gas station things. I would think that supermarkets would stick to the regular format size, 12 ounce, 12 packs, 4-packs, 6-packs, whatever, 15 racks of beer, whatever you want to call it. Now they're selling these guys individually, which is crazy. But hey, I don't really plan on I don't know what people's plans are, that like they're jamming these guys. Pretty much the amount of beer in here is like what it's like 19 ounces, so two. So how this math works is like you basically multiply ounces by the alcohol. So this is 8 times, let's say 20 ounces, so it's like 160, right? Yeah. A standard drink's like 5% ABV, 12 ounces, 5 times 12, 60. So this is like this is like 2.75 drinks almost, definitely over 2.5 drinks. So it's a lot of drinking to be done in 19.2 ounce 19.2 ounces. I can't even talk. But yeah, you guys post a comment below. This seems like it's everywhere now, and let's take this guy. So definitely looks like a hazy IPA, right? They really made a very pale product. Has a medium haze to it. You definitely see the shadow of my finger. I could definitely see the shadow of my finger. But very pale. It's like this straw-like gold color, beautiful fluffy white head. Yeah. It's mostly dank. Very fresh, right? Oh, jeez Christ. This was canned like 2 weeks ago. So somehow I came all the way. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. So somewhere between 2 and 3 weeks. But yeah, it's got a little bit of like this berry fruity character, but mostly riding on this kind of dank thing. I know it's like, not that it's bad. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of like what is that, like a little bit of this like sweetened light fruit character. So actually they were right on the nose. One of the tasting notes is lychee, and they're like, it does have this lychee notes, berries, because sometimes you think of hazy IPA, you think of all the yellow and orange tropical fruits, like you think like pineapple, mangoes, passion fruit, tangerine, oranges. Like this is more delicate. It has more of an exotic kind of flavor to it, almost like light guava character, but then also like this noticeable dank quality, but light exotic fruitiness. So again, I'm thinking like berries, strawberries, raspberries, lychee, and then this like theme of just like this like dank weed character a little bit. Cheers. Quite fruity on the palate. Just like, yeah. See, it's weird. It's like a hazy little thing, kind of like it actually tastes like a hazy little thing, like just a bigger version and more tropical, more hazy. It doesn't remind me specifically of classic hazy IPA, which again relies on these like big. Generally, it's like Citra, right? That's like in like some a large portion of hazy IPA recipes. This one doesn't have that, or I think it might have Citra, but it doesn't sing of Citra. It doesn't sell of just like big juicy orange character. Instead, it's like this got this levity to it. I think this beer is sort of like or definitely with top profile, fits better as a kind of hazy little thing, kind of a range, or this like 5 to 6, 6.5, maybe 7% IPA range. It just has this like fruity character, but it's like fruity pebbles and lychee and Fruit Loops. It's like a candied, light fruity character, and it just doesn't seem like it stands up. It also has a lot of mosaic-like characteristics. So, what's it called? Oh, geez, I had a great descriptor for mosaic recently. I forget. I don't know if this beer has mosaic in it, but yeah, it's like a light. What is it? A cantaloupe candy kind of thing going on. Along with that dankness that's like pretty prevalent. So it's pretty interesting. Light, but also has that bass tone dankness. So it plays like fruity and light and pretty again like Fruit Loops and fruity pebbles. But then has that like soily, weed like dank character, really lean body, dry beer, so not a chewy hazy IPA either. It makes the beer very dangerous. Devoid of bitterness, no hop burn, no chalkiness really, just lacks a little bit of complexity because it doesn't have the mouthfeel of like a creamy hazy IPA, and that doesn't really have bitterness to back it up. Because like if you're going lean like this, I feel like you can sort of play the game of like, hey, we're gonna make a really lean, clean, drinkable hazy IPA, but then also give me some bitterness too. It lacks there, so like the back end of the palate sort of like it's a little bit just like flabby, like. But yeah, guava candy for days as well. Yeah, if you like hazy little thing, I think you're gonna like this. I find that hop profile sort of like reflects this somewhat. It's not big, juicy, ripping, ripe. It's more like pretty and delicate on the hazy IPA spectrum. And then it's also lean too, so it's not a big chewy guy. Despite the addition of wheats and oats, they probably try to finish the gravity a little higher. It doesn't have that chunk, thick character that I think some people expect from hazy IPA. This one is prettier, leaner, more delicate. And again, if you like hazy IPA, I think that's up your alley. If you want to jump it up to 8%, that's pretty good. See, like this would be a great beer to have like 12 ounces of. Maybe you have something else. Go back to this. Well, I guess it's 8%, so you got to be careful with it. But 19.2 ounces, they want me to drink a lot of this guy. It's actually pretty good. Let's go with but just the format. Like I don't know. I'm maybe that's just me, but like how I review, how I drink beers is how I review on the channel. Like I prefer like, an ideal world, have like 8 to 10 ounces of beer, just review for you guys all night. But now I'm stuck with this guy. So like, what am I gonna do, right? So not to complain, not that affects it. Like, not that this package affects the rating at all. Like that's just like my personal take. But the beer itself is pretty good. This might be the best of the hazy, whatever, little thing, big thing, whatever little thing series that they're doing. I think it might be the best one I've had in a bunch. Super high drinkability. I feel if I'm going 8%, I just want more. Like that's my problem with beer. Yeah, again, the delicate character of the malts and the hops just really sells session to me. Like I want something crushable with those really beautiful tasting notes as this beer has, and it sits well at 5-6%. At 8%, punch me harder, right? Get me more ripe, get me more orangey and yellow, orangey and yellow in my fruits. More, again, like what we think of hazy IPA with those other tasting notes of like mango, passion fruit, rip this. Rippingly ripe. Is that even a phrase? Rippingly ripe. Anyway, trademark Darwin. But give me those quote unquote juicy characteristics. This is more candied and pretty. So 91. It's very good. It's very good. Not exactly up my alley, but very, very good. 91 is a very great score. Cosmic little thing. Let me know what you think. Let me know. Tell me. Post a comment about the packaging that you like. Like, what is it? What's this thing about the 19.2s? Are you a 19.2 guy? If you're a 19.2 guy, no shame. Do you? I'll do me. I don't drink 19.2s. Okay. And then, what do you think about this beer? Like, do you like? Do you like it? nice and light and pretty, or do you want it a little bit more like heavy? Like again, if I'm thinking 8% double IPA, I want hit me over the head with it, right? So cheers. Let me know what you think. Later.